Hello everyone, welcome to Gurudev Academy Dharwad. So let's begin with discussions on the topic applications of derivatives, especially for the multiple choice questions, right? So in the last session I had discussed some 10 questions. Let's begin with the next question. Yes. The minimum value of the function mod x in R is the question. The maximum value of the function mod x in the real number is the given. So we know that what is modulus function, right? As you all know that we cannot differentiate modulus of x function because it has some sharp edges at x equal to 0. It is non-differentiable function. Still we need to understand what is minimum and maximum value. Clear? And before understanding derivative method, I think there is one concept in NCERT textbook that without the help of derivatives, you can understand what is minimum and maximum value of a function by the definition of the function method. Clear? So here, let me understand the function. What we have is modulus function, right? So f of x is equal to mod x function, and we know the graph of this function too. We know the graph of this function too. Clear? So you can understand this function, what we have is the modulus function from minus infinity to plus infinity at x equal to 0, it's having sharp edges, right? So x dash, y dash. Try to understand. So when you observe this graph, don't you think this modulus function is not going below the x-axis? It means what? This function's minimum value is 0. I repeat, this function's minimum value is 0. When this function will become 0, when you put x equal to 0, therefore there exists minimum value at x equal to 0. See, x equal to 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 0 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ 0 ಅದ, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ 0 ಅದ. therefore ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ x ಇದ್ದಾಗ 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ y ದಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ, isn't it? therefore at x equal to 0, function defines minimum value. Now how about maximum value of this function? Observe, this graph is unbounded curve. It is open to sky. There is no limit for this function, isn't it? It's just open to the sky. Hence, there is no maximum value for the function. Hence, what could be the answer in this case? The minimum value of this function on the set of all real number is 0. The maximum value of the function is not exist, does not exist. Done. This is by the definition of modulus function. A student can answer this question if and only if he has a complete idea of graph of this modulus function. Clear? Done. Let's go for the next one. The maximum value of the function f of x is equal to x for all x belongs to closed interval 0 to 1. So second function, 13th, 14th question functions are same, but questions are different. So again I am taking a help of graph over here. Dear students, try to understand this. 0, x-axis, y-axis. Of course, you can draw another line too. Okay, and I am interested in a line y is equal to x, y is equal to x, y is equal to x, y is equal to x. This is the line f of x is equal to x, right? If you consider f of x is equal to x, it is a line that is nothing but y is equal to x, which is passing through the origin. Now observe. Suppose if they asked on the set of all real numbers, suppose if the question was on set of all real numbers, I would have said that minus infinity to plus infinity, because throughout the domain it is increasing function. But here they have given an interval that is 0, 0 as well as 1. So somewhere I can take it as 1. So here, okay, 0. Both are closed intervals. This is also closed interval. This is also closed interval. Okay. X equal to 0 iddaga y 0 irtadre, x equal to 1 iddaga y value 1 irtade. Now observe what is the maximum value of this function. See, 0 to 1 aste observe madbeku. See, you are just taking care of only 0 to 1. Only this portion is important for me. Okay. In this interval, what is the minimum value of this function? 0. What is maximum value of this function? 1. Clear? Therefore, what is the answer? What is the answer? The maximum value is 1. The minimum value of the function is 0. 0. Clear? Clear? Right. Go for next one. In the second derivative test, if f dash of c is equal to 0 and f double dash of c is greater than 0 for some c on an interval I, then the function f attains is the question. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just understand with an example. Say we have a function called f of x is equal to x square. I hope you know the graph of this function. The graph of this function. I'll take graph of this function as follows. This could be the easy, but I'll go for this only. Okay. So if I am not wrong, I hope you remember y is equal to x square is upward parabola, right? Okay. Now try to understand. This is at x equal to 0. So let me differentiate this function. F dash of x is equal to 2x. Okay. Then f double dash of x is equal to 2. And also at x is equal to 0, f dash of x is also equals to 0. Please understand. This is the problem which I had given. I am just comparing. F dash of 0, right, is equal to 0. Correct? At x equal to 0, function is 0. F double dash of c, right, if you put x is equal to any value, because independent of x value it is, f dash of x is by default greater than 0. Greater than 0. For some c constant on an interval I, then the function f attains. Observe, as it follows all the properties from my end, I am just choosing my answer as, see that this function having local minima. There exists local minima because function is showing a behavior from plus to minus. Hence, I will go with option D, local minimum value. Right? Done? Okay. Let's go for the next one. A stone is dropped into a quiet lake and waves move in a circle at a speed of 4 cm per second. At the instant when the radius of the circular wave is 10 cm, dash centimeter square per second, fast is the enclosed area increasing. So let me understand. The geometrical figure is circle. Done? Is having radius r. Okay. So there is a lake, and the waves are moving in circular. I think we are talking about concentric circles with different radius. Correct? Correct? So what he has given in the problem? A stone is dropped into a quiet lake and waves move in circles at a speed of 4 cm per second. Means dr by dt, rate of change of radius is given 4 cm per second. At the instant when the radius of the circular wave is 10 cm, at r is equal to 10 cm, what is rate of change of area? Right? That is dA by dt is the question. Right? So we know that what is area of the circle? Pi r square. What is dA by dt? Pi as it is, r square is 2r into dr by dt. dr by dt. Substitute the value, pi as it is, 2 as it is, r value is 10, they have given, dr by dt is 4, 24, 80 pi. 80 pi centimeter square per second. 80 pi. So what should be the answer? What should be the answer in this case? 80 pi centimeter square per second. Clear? This is absolutely from the NCERT exercise question, isn't it? Let's go for the next one. The point of minimum value of the function given by f of x is equal to mod x. I think this we have already discussed, isn't it? The minimum value exists at x equal to 0. The point is also 0. Okay, that's it. Go for 18th one. The number of points of local maxima and local minima of the function is given by. Okay, so we have function. F of x is equal to x cube minus 3x plus 3. Then f dash of x is equal to 3x square minus 3, right? And f dash of x is equal to 0, assume that f dash of x equal to 0. Therefore, 3x square minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, 3x square is equal to 3. Therefore, x square is equal to 1. Therefore, x is equal to plus or minus 1. Done? Now, you have to understand behavior of the derivative, that is f dash of x, right? If you observe carefully, I can take 3 common. What is left in the bracket? X square minus 1, which I will write it as x plus 1 into x minus 1, right? So, understand we have got 2 points. Which are 2 points here? Plus and minus. Consider plus minus 1 and plus 1, minus infinity and plus infinity. Okay, right? So you need to understand behavior of the derivative, that is tangent, in the neighborhood of these points. So let me consider at less than minus 1, can we take minus 2? Yes. At x is equal to minus 2, at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to plus 2. I want to understand this behavior. So 3 is always positive, it won't help me anywhere. I am just taking care of these 2 factors. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus, minus 2 minus 1 is minus, all together it will become positive. 0 hakidre 0 plus 1 is positive, 0 minus 1 is negative, therefore plus into minus is minus. 2 hakidre 2 plus 1 is positive, 2 minus 1 is positive, all together positive. So what you can understand? This function is having, see that it shows the sign, please understand. This shows the sign, I'll go for this so that I can show. Plus the function is increasing, then decreasing, then increasing. Okay. So okay. The function is increasing. The function is increasing here, minus 1, and it is decreasing somewhere here. Then it start like this. Okay. So this is called local maximum point. This is called local minimum point. Minus 1 and plus 1. Therefore, what should be your answer in this? How many such points are there? 2 such points are there. Minus 1 and plus 1. Clear? Clear? Right. Okay. Let's go for the next one. The absolute maximum value of the function f of x equals to x cube in the interval. So, f of x is equal to x cube is the given function for all x belongs to closed interval minus 2 to plus 2. Absolute maxima kelidare, we know that absolute maxima andre ena agbidutte nodri, f of minus 2 tagolbeku, f of minus 1 tagolbeku, f of 0 tagolbeku, f of 1 tagolbeku, f of 2 tagolbeku. Right? Minus 2 in the plus 2 olage, you have to consider all the integers. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇನ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ 0 ನಾನು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಫ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ 0 ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಕೈತೆ ರೀ? 3x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಅಂದರೆ x ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ನಾವು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್. ಮೈನಸ್ 2 ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, -8, -1, 0, 1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ +8. So what should be the absolute maximum out of this, which is maximum? Of course, this is called absolute maxima. Absolute maxima. Clear? Therefore, what should be the answer in this case? Absolute maximum value is 8. Absolute maximum value is 8. Clear? Clear? This is absolute maximum concept. Okay. Next, the total cost of C of x in the rupees is given as C of x is given. C of x, the total cost C of x, C of x, C of x somewhere, I think. Okay, C of x. C of x is equal to 0.005 to the power x cube minus 0.02 x square plus 30x plus 5000 is the given function. Then the marginal cost he has asked. The marginal cost he has asked when 3 units are produced. Right. So what do you mean by marginal cost? We know that it is nothing but the rate of change of function, that is C of x. So it will become 0.005 into 3x square minus 0.02 into 2x plus 30 plus 30. Now question is when the units are 3. Units are 3 at x equal to 3. At x equal to 3 implies, so what we get? 0.005, 3 square is 9, 9 3s are 27 minus 0.02 into 2 3s are 6 plus 30, isn't it? So what should be the value? (0.135) minus 0.12 plus 30 should be equals to 0.135, 135, that is subtract 0.12, that is 0, 5, 2, 1, 0 and 0. 30 plus 0.015, which is equal to 30.015 rupees. That is the total revenue, 30.015. Should we go for option C? Right. The option C is the right answer. Done? Yes. I hope you understood the part 3 session of discussions on multiple choice questions of the topic applications of derivatives. Let's continue with some more question in the next session. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. Kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.